This demo will walk you through how to apply custom filters and then export a report from the Claim Analytics web portal. For this tutorial, we will be looking at the portal for our fictitious carrier, ABC Life. We will begin by selecting the most recent LTD Claim Scores report for ABC Life. In this example, this report contains scores for all of the carrier's in-force claims. Once the report opens, you will see a link called Show Filter Form in the top left-hand corner. When you click on this link, it will reveal another link that will allow you to add a filter to the report you are viewing. When you click the Add a Filter link, it will open the filter selection boxes where you will enter the criteria you wish to filter by. The criteria available will vary depending on the data fields that are contained within your company's reporting. For the purposes of this tutorial, we are going to filter for those claims that have a 24-month score that is 1 or 2, which represents those claims with very low probability of recovery at that point in their duration. In the first drop-down box, we are going to select the criteria Score 24, as we want to see the results pertaining only to the 24-month score. In the second drop-down box, we are going to select less than or equal to, as we want to see claims with scores equal to or less than a specific value. In the third box, we are going to enter the value of 2 to have the report show us claims with scores that are less than or equal to 2. Once you have entered all the variables you want to filter by, you will click the Submit button. Before we do that, though, I want to point out that the current report we are viewing has 101 rows. We would expect this to change to reflect the number of claims that meet our filtering criteria. After clicking Submit, we now have a report showing us the 14 claims with low probability of recovery at 24 months in duration. As noted for this example, the LTD Claim Scores report reflects the carrier's entire in-force block. You, however, may not want to or need to see all claims that meet this criteria, but rather only those claims belonging to an analyst that reports to you. In order to further refine this report to show only analyst AAA that is on your team, we can return to the Add Filter link to open further selection boxes. From the first drop-down box, select Analyst as the variable you want to filter by. In the second drop-down box, you want to select Equals, as we want the report to reflect one specific analyst. In the third box, we will type AAA to identify which analyst claims we want to see. Upon clicking Submit, we can see that the number of claims in the report has gone from 14 to 4. You can continue to add filter criteria infinitely until you arrive at the customized report you need, something invaluable for carriers with a much larger in-force block than our fictitious ABC Life. Once you have applied all of the filtering criteria you need to arrive at your customized report, you can either view the report within the portal and apply simple sorting functions to the columns to organize results, or you can export the report to an Excel format. All available reports in the portal can be exported to either an Excel format or to a PDF format, depending on the content of the report. The process, however, is the same for all. To export your customized report, move your cursor over to the word Report. You will see two drop-down options, Export this report and Exclude claims. We will cover excluding claims in another tutorial. When I select Export this report, It brings me to the download screen, which shows a list of all the different reports I have downloaded that are still available for viewing. The status column will tell you whether or not the document has finished downloading, and when it has, it will indicate ready. You can now click on the downloaded report to open it, and it will open in the default format for this type of report, which is Excel. You now have an Excel file that you can save, merge with another report, or share with others on your team. Let's close the Excel file and go back to the portal to look at a few more related functions. As we return to the download screen, you will notice that the report we just looked at is still available. This will remain on the list for 30 days or until you elect to delete it. This feature allows you to have quick access to reports that you need more often without having to export them again, something that can be time-consuming for very large files. Thank you for taking the time to learn about custom filtering and exporting reports. Please watch for other tutorials to be added to our website, or feel free to use the Contact Us link for questions, comments, or to share your feedback.